Okay. Setting things up. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so I will be doing a lightning deck profile that's not shock lock or the spread version. I haven't seen one in a while. Well, since Raikou got banned. So yeah, let's see how we do this. So I'm gonna start with the Pokemon. I'm gonna briefly go through everything, and then I'm just gonna stop card by card, try to give my thoughts for why I chose what I chose. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm guessing this is not that usual. This used to be played a lot, like back in the day. This guy is new. I mean, kind of new. He used to be played a little, and then like was taken out of the deck. Kind of new. He was also played. This has always been played. This has always been played for the most part. So I have this. This I've seen. That's always been played, and this I've seen. I mean, I've seen them, but like not on that many lists. So, Amolga. So ever since Raikou got banned, the deck doesn't have that like potential to come back, like how it did with Raikou. Taking two prizes wherever it was just crazy good. So now we have to focus on more consistency, and with fighting being so good right now with Okidoki and stuff like that, you definitely cannot afford like to miss not setting up your engine. Like it's not an option, or else you're gonna 100% lose that match, which is already hard. By the way, I do have two techs in here for that fighting matchup because where I play, it's like there's like 2 to 3 fighting types. So yeah, Emolga, set up call for family, free retreat. Um, you can you have a really nice combo. I don't want to call it a combo. It's like a pseudo setup in which you can call for family for the free retreat Dynamo and the Zapdos. And then if she gets knocked out, you can just promote. This is on bench. You can just attach energy, retreat, and you can go from there. Like that's without playing any supporters or like doing anything else. So you have as long as you have like two energies, one for Amolga and one for the Zapdos, you are fine. Like in a sense. Um, you can obviously set up like this guy. You can set up the Marip. You can set up like you're obviously gonna set up like if you have this prize, then you're not gonna get like the Dynamo. You're most likely gonna get like Marip and Zapdos, and then you're gonna pray like to get a retreat or something. But you know how it is. Um, yeah, that's Amolga. Let's get Amolga out of the way. So this guy, this deck is playing Reset Stamp. Lightning needed a guy that had at least 130 HP because there are many decks that can like hit you early for 90, 110, or 120, and this guy can absorb a hit, and he's also not dead in the early game because you can just pick up a trainer from your discard pile to your hand. I also love the second attack because you can snipe the bench and combine that with Reset Stamp that I'm playing here, and you can just hit engine with this guy and Reset Stamp, obviously before attacking. So you can just Reset Stamp them like to 2 or to 1, and you can hit the engine with this guy. And he's bulky, so he's like a 130 guy. He's gonna take down the engine. You're gonna disrupt the hand. It's in theory, it's gonna be like hard for them to come back after that. So yeah, he's out of the way. This guy. So there are some times I'll go for him later. This guy has a very niche use, and that is sometimes people go after your engine on the early game. They can go like boss or maybe they have to rope, like they rope you and you only have this, and like maybe this, and you don't want to lose this because this is like the draw engine, so you give them this because you have the flaffy. Um, so what this allows is for you to take a KO when they're on 3 prizes, and you can still play the game by playing him and by using Ryan and trying to loop Ryan. Because everything here except him and him, everything else just hits for 1 or 2 energies. That's like what I was trying to go with the deck, so that like it doesn't rely that much on these guys. Um, so yeah. For 1 energy, 30 plus 90 if the opponent is on 3 prizes. He also combos really well with the cape with this because you can equip this, do 120, and then if they don't kill him, you can do 120 again. Um, you do have to be careful, because this guy then would give away 2 prizes, so you have to be like very wary of what you're gonna do. But you can like scoop up net this, bench him again, promote 1 energy 120 again. He's really really good. Wait, I took this out of place. There we go. All right, so he's out. This is the standard, so I'm not gonna talk about this. Already talked about him. These 2 guys, you all know what he does. 180, 3 energy. I'm not playing reversal. He's surprisingly dead. At least he's been dead in a couple of hands of mine. Because I almost always have like Zapdos KO going second. You always want to go second with this deck. So I might like this is cuttable. I think I'm not sure. Like he's won me games, so it's like it's hard for me to say. Yeah, this guy, I love this guy. This guy is I call him the Okie Dokie Slayer, because what you do is since I'm heavy on Ryan, teammates, and Rosa. What you typically do is you get this guy, depending on what supporter you have, you can get counter energy and enhance hammer. So you can just bench this guy, counter energy, enhance hammer away the energy, and then 140. So it's like an immediate out to Okie Dokie. And sometimes that's enough. Like sometimes fighting decks just literally open him, attach energy pass. Let's say you whiff or whatever, and then it's their turn. They attach again energy. He gets the HP buff, the damage buff, and like most decks can't get over that early in the game. But with this deck, it's really not that bad, and it's all thanks to him. Yeah, he does kill himself, but it really doesn't matter because again, I'm heavy on Ryan, Rosa, and teammates. So like him dying, it just fuels my like the gameplay and whatever. So these guys are the MVPs of the deck. So to continue talking about what I said with the HP, so Lightning, the other issue Lightning had was the low HP Pokemons throughout the whole game. Like all of your guys are squishy. Your opponent doesn't have to work for the KOs. That's why I opt to like to play him and then these 2 guys. So 130 for 2 energies is amazing. 150 HP, it's great. I usually put the cape on Ampharos, and that makes it at 250. It's really hard for people to take this down. And when you evolve this, you're already on like 3 prizes. That's like usually when you want to put this guy down or this guy down. So you can like take KO with this, take KO with this, and then close the game with whatever else you have, because everything else attacks for just 1 or 2 energies. Like Rope and Zapdos, or Guzma and Zapdos, or whatever it may be. This guy is surprisingly good against fighting because you can cape him. He becomes a 260 guy, and like almost every fighting dude hits for 120. Like Don't Fight hits for 120. Excadrill hits for 120, so that's 240 with weakness. So he's alive. Obviously, if he has like Muscle Band or Strong Energy, well, it's GG's. There's not much you can do about it. But I'm also playing the Flash Energy to counter the weakness thing. If you don't have that many fighting types in your locals, then you're fine. Like you can cut that. But it's been doing great. Yeah, it's been working wonders for me. Let me put this back up because I'm gonna leave the deck open at the very end so you can take like a screenshot or whatever. Um, so yeah, it's been amazing. It really has been amazing. All right, put this over here. Gonna go for the trainers real quick. I'll go with supporters first, and I really don't think I need to explain any of this, but I will. Um, all right. Okay. So this is obvious. You know, you don't want to have anything crucial prized. Guzma, you know, you need Guzma to like choose whatever you want to KO. Marnie is my only supporter disruption. Um, I really just want to set my. Once I set my board, it's really not that hard, like to close the game. Um, like the most shaky part about the deck is like the early game. Yeah, I was playing Iono. I took it out. I needed space for the flash energy because you know I've been losing to fighting like quite a lot, you know, for obvious reasons. But ever since the changes I made, it's been really good. You know, Cynthia, Shuffle Draw 6. This combos well with Zapdos. It also combos well with Electros because it has 3 retreat. So you being able to like to switch and then to draw, you can just use Sprint. Like you're fine. Um, Bolgner, you know, get an energy, get an item. The same thing. Usually, when you open these, you usually go for Puffin. You know, start setting up your board. If you whiff the Zapdos, you can just go for the Emolga play and set up your board. These 3 supporters, these are like the best in my opinion. You can brick on them early game. It is a thing. You can actually brick with them early game. But if you at least have 2 Pokemon, like if you're not losing by Dunk, you should be fine. Like once you resolve this, you're usually taking a Retaliate KO. Like let's say you lose somebody, you have another Pokemon on the bench, and this can be like Thunders and Counter Energy. So you're doing 140 right off the bat. I was playing Reversal Energy like to do this with Luxray plus Reversal and get like a big KO, but Reversal was very dead in like a bunch of my hands, so I ended up like cutting it. This sets up basically everything. This I usually get 2 evolution Pokemon with this because you can get like Flaffy and Devil Soda, or I can get Flaffy and Evolution Incense to grab Luxray if they KO'd something and I'm losing on prizes. Um, it's I really love this card, and you sometimes have issues getting to your basic lightning energy, so like this can get you that as well. It's really amazing. And Ryan, you know, same thing. Just get a card. You usually get hammered with this on the fighting matchup. You usually get hammered with this. You usually get hammered with this. So it's you really want to have whichever card you need at the moment you need it. Because if you whiff something against fighting, you're screwed. Every other matchup is not that hard. Darkest, you know, you gotta be careful with Darkest. Guzzler can like end your game right there. But what I usually do is whenever I'm gonna go down to 4 prizes, I try to swing with these guy or with these guy, so that he needs the Guzzler play plus Dark Claw or Muzzle Band plus Devour Field, because that's 150 right there. So I just make them work for the KO. Like I just don't hit when I'm about to enter 4 prizes. I just don't hit with any of the small guys, just to make it harder for them. Or if I am gonna hit with a small guy, I usually try to go for Cape. So that way he needs like Guzzlord, Beast Ring, Double Colorless, Field Blower as well for the Cape. Like it's a lot of cards. Um, so yeah, you just gotta like play around it and such. Um, all right, that is the supporters. Supporters are out. I'm playing only 3 Pokemon tools. This. I'm not gonna talk too much about them. For stadiums, I have these 2. It's just consistency. For recovery, um, so I was playing Ordinary Rod, but I was finding myself wanting to put back 3 Pokemon, so I just went with this instead. Um, yeah, not much to say about that. These are my switch outs. You know, for Zapdos and for Electros, which are like the hardest guys to retreat. These are like some utility slash consistency cards. Again, utility and consistency. This utility. Uh, Interrupting my opponent. These are pretty much standard. these are the ball surge, except this, you know, the puffin. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. And energies, I am on that. Flash energy, counter energy, and 7 basic lightning energies. So I was playing reversal. Um, this was reversal. No, this was the Iono, I think. I don't remember. I've made so many changes. I really don't remember what I swapped. But I was on reversal energy. Um, I ended up cutting the reversal because it was dead. Like it was dead a lot of times. So I just opted for this. And this also combos well with Reggie Alecki, which the reversal you cannot attach to him. I mean, you can attach it, but it's not gonna like count. So again, Dino Motor in this. If you're losing, or Ryan, search for this, and you're sniping something on bench, and he's big, so like you're not losing any tempo unless they do have the KO. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that is pretty much it. Let me spread out the deck for any of you who want to like take a screenshot. Okay. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm gonna try and fit everything here. Yeah, I'll just put this here because I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. All right. And there we go. That is the deck. Feel free to try it out. Any suggestions? Again, I think this is a flex spot. This is a flex spot depending on your locals. If there's no fighting at your locals, this can also be a flex spot, I guess. I mean, it's really good regardless, so you can just keep it in. If you're bricking a lot on these, I guess you can cut one of them. Yeah. Have a great day, guys.